What up, Dokkanners? We have some content coming up, so we're gonna go ahead and do a stone count on this little preview here. Also, we have been given confirmation for what is going to be the new Halloween free-to-play unit. Now, they did reveal this in the V-Jump scans earlier. Is it earlier today? Yesterday? Yesterday. But I didn't want to make a video on that because it was literally just one sentence. Guys, it's Yamcha and Princess Snake. That's it. And when it comes to Halloween units, they tend to get a little weird and wacky with the combinations. The most recent example is Oolong and Launch. That was sorry. That was 2 years ago. Well, that one's weird. But last year's was Kid Icarus, Goten and Icarus both on the unit, and they're both named. So this is par for the course. I will say that these units are fun additions, and over the years they've actually been pretty good. Going back to I think like 2020 or 2021. There was an Android 18 and Kachan unit, and that unit was actually pretty good when they EZA'd. They EZA'd the following. Did I say Kachan? Pretty sure I did. Sorry, I got my hero on the brain. Hachan, Aider, right? That unit was actually pretty good. You know what? Let me pull it up. I want to pull up that unit. Let's go back. Let's go to Kagres. So that would be androids. Pretty sure they were 2020s. Like last year was Kid Icarus. The year before was Oolong and Launch. The year before that was Deborah. And then I think it was probably this. So wait, that would be 2021. Yeah, 2021 this guy came out. Like, consider the time frame, right? So free-to-play unit, low-end free-to-play unit, not from a story event, but from like a special thing. Easy the following year. Guaranteed guard for 8 turns. Pretty robust passive here. Granted, you have to have 80% or less, but you have some damage reduction and you have a combo upon receiving a hit. That's pretty good considering the time frame. So, and that was from 2022's EZA or 2021's EZA. So last year's EZA was the Deborah. No, it was the Oolong and Launch. Let's pull that up. That would be under Earthlings, right? They're an Earthlings unit. Earthlings lead. Here we go. So this is what the regular abilities were. So this was 2023 that the unit came out. Regular stats, attack and defense plus 560. Loses 60% every turn up to 300, so you'd be down to 260, but still pretty good for a random free-to-play. But that's also because synergy will be severely lacking, right? No unit is even, well, actually, we have a few with 6 links, but lacking pretty much in general. Dodge goes up as you get squishy. Earthlings being on the team, medium chance for a combo, another chance for a combo, or another additional. But then when we go to the EZA, same stat line. The punishment now for each turn pass is less, more dodge, more combo power, more stats boosted for dodging and supering. So for a free-to-play, this actually is pretty good. Also, we're coming off of last year's Worldwide 2024. I think since that point, free-to-play units have hit a new tier in terms of starting quality. So when you consider that, and you consider the fact that this unit is going to get an EZA in 1 year, this Yamcha Angel unit will probably start off pretty good. And speaking of Yamcha, this would be our first Yamcha Angel. Like, this would be our first differently named Yamcha. So I think it's a little extra important that this unit actually is pretty good, because this would be one of those characters that you could run alongside the other Yamcha and get some pretty good synergy. You already have some good synergy with characters like Tien and whatnot, and there aren't really too many Yamchas that you would want to use at this point. And if there would be, it would just be Saiyan Saga, and Saiyan Saga is already pretty stacked, so this guy wouldn't link too well in that regard. It would probably have to be on something like Earthlings. But let's see what this unit is going to be named like. At the SSR level, you can recruit a Yamcha Angel. But will the TUR remain Yamcha Angel, or will it be Yamcha and Princess Snake? Last year's unit was named Goten and Icarus Jr. The year before was Oolong and Launch. The year before that was Deborah Angel. And Deborah did have a Link super attack where Pycon showed up. Even though Pycon's in the name, it was just a Link super attack. Also, there was nothing in the categories that would give you... there was no joined forces here. Actually, Goten and Kid Icarus would be a joined forces, right? They're a bond of friendship lead. So let's go here. Okay, down here. Joined forces. Yes, joined forces. Oh, interesting. I guess even though it's named Icarus Jr., I mean, I guess they're like part of the family. So Goku's family, sure. Youth, Hybrid Saiyans. So I guess, you know what? Actually, this is kind of interesting. I guess this is the unit that doesn't count, or I guess doesn't work against you. So if your unit is named Goten Kid plus Icarus Jr., since Icarus is basically a non-factor, it doesn't hurt your categories. I guess that's good. And you know what? If anything, if it did, that would suggest that Icarus would be certain categories, which would leave the door open in the future for like usable Icarus characters. So I guess this makes sense. Which I guess then also means that Princess Snake will likely not actually be a fully functional unit on her own. So even if Yamcha, Angel, and Princess Snake were to be the name of the TUR, it's not going to hurt Yamcha's categories. It's not going to hurt Yamcha's links because this Princess Snake, for all intents and purposes in Dokkan, doesn't exist. This unit is nothing more than just a side piece. That was not okay. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like a side piece to the unit. Yikes. Also, hey, Yamcha, what would Vidro say, dude? Aren't you currently dating Vidro? Dude, Yamcha's got a thing for blue ladies. Vidro's like a bluish purplish lady, and now Princess Snake. I can't wait to see the animations. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, I really just rambled on for 6 minutes just about Yamcha. Congratulations, Yamcha. All right, moving on here. So, oh, actually, as in terms of stone count, I looked back to last year's. Is something wrong with me? I read Oregon, the Oregon family. This stage has 2 stones plus 2 more, so 4. So that would be 4 stones coming in just for the event. And then there's going to be an EZA for the Kid Icarus. Actually, we'll probably see that down here. Yeah, EZA for Kid Icarus. So that means, I think, another 3 stones. Because you get 2 for the difficulties, and then you get 1 for just doing it. So that'd be 3. Okay, so 3 stones plus 4. So that's 7 stones so far. Okay. Moving on, we got Union Master. There's no data download, so we don't know exactly what the boss information is going to look like. That will come later, but we do know it's going to be 22 stones. So 22 plus 7 is 29. 29 plus Turtle School, yikes. Extreme Super Battle Road, so 29 plus 8, that would be 37. We already counted this, so 37. Support Memory Boost, if I remember correctly, 37. I think it's 6. I think it's 6 Dragon Stones for clearing the Support Memory mission. So that would be 43. So now we'll round down. We'll just say over 35 stones coming up in this content drop. So all of this stuff will need preparation. The preparation will be starting today. And that works because JP is set to receive update 5.31.0, as they already showed in their news with the Super Boo here. 5.31.0. Global could still get it. I don't think they will, though. I think Global's going to be getting it at a later point. So once again, friendly reminder for those of you who are unaware, the reversal is being discontinued. So any characters who are currently reverse awakened will be just abruptly awakened. So if you are someone who cares about organization, if you're somebody who cares about, you know, knowing where everybody is, how they're supposed to be identified, just be careful. Characters are going to be force upgraded, force awakened. I'm saying some weird puns today, aren't I? Okay. So with those characters being force awakened, make sure you don't accidentally delete the wrong character or whatever. I already, you know what? Actually, let me show you guys what I did. I tagged my characters that are being force awakened so that when I eventually get the proper pieces to replace, there won't be any confusion. Let me show you guys what I did. So for me, I mean, if you just go to the reverse section, you see all characters that have the potential to be reversed back. That's going to be gone. So yeah, it's pretty easy to identify this way, but when this tab is gone, you can't do that. So I went into my tag section and I put it under soon/forced. Soon is like my little section where characters, if they're about to get EZAs or upgrades, I put them in there. Like these guys just got their EZAs. I can remove them actually. That guy's done. And then the 17 is also done, so I can get rid of him. But now these characters are going to be upgraded. So I already have a TUR Turles, a TUR Transforming Frieza, TUR Super Boo, TUR Piccolo. And for me and my weird OCD about my box, I like to have everybody, you know, properly identified. So with these guys basically being duplicates, I don't want to delete the wrong unit because these guys are max links at their SSR, but at the TUR, if any links change, they wouldn't be maxed out. So point of this is to tell you, JP players especially, could be global as well. Lately, Dokkan, for some stupid reason, will not notify global players in advance when things are happening. They'll sometimes sort of do it after the fact. So if global happens to get the update at the same time as JP, then we also lose the ability to reverse awaken or whatever. So make those final preparations that you need to before this data download comes in, which is slated to be tonight. Global also has a shop maintenance. Oh yeah, wait, Global getting this? Dude, I think both versions are getting it, because like, why else would Global get this little notification? Web store is being changed, shop is being, or they're being closed for maintenance. So dude, I think we're both getting it, and they're just not gonna. They literally, Global got an update, and they literally did not even give any sort of news in game after the update. We just didn't get it. So yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be fun. We'll see. I hope Yamcha's good. I want Yamcha to actually be a unit that I can use legitimately on like challenge events. If I ever have to do Bond of Friendship, actually Turtle School, you know, Turtle School coming up, I want to be able to use that Yamcha. So Dokkan, please, y'all have been making a lot of stupid mistakes lately. Please don't make a mistake with Yamcha. He's been through enough. All right, just leave him alone. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. In the comments your thoughts on everything that's coming up here. With 35 stones added into your pocket, what does that bring your stone total to? Are you looking forward to the Yamcha / Princess Snake? What sort of name do you think they're going to give the unit? Let me know your thoughts overall. Anything that I missed in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.